Hi everyone, it's Tammy and welcome to week 3 of my 52 cards of Christmas. And I am going to use some of the paper stack that I had from last week. So I had this left over as a card front, and I also had my card base. So it's just a black card base that I'm going to put this on top of, and then I thought it would be cute to have a watercolor going this way. So this is going to be I guess this would be a horizontal card instead of the vertical card. I'm going to do the image this way. So wish me luck. I'm going to try to do a pine branch, and I don't know, we'll see how this goes, but we need to use really fine strokes. And again, I'm using my watercolor paint pens or watercolor pens. These are Japanese traditional colors, it says. That's the only thing it says on there. And I think it's SAI is the name of the company. So I found them, I believe, on Amazon, and I can't read exactly what it says, but they are seeming to do a decent job. I don't know. I have a lot of supplies and I haven't used all of them, and I figured that this would be a good way for me to use some, to kind of get familiarized with some, and just to have some fun. So that's what this card series is about, trying different techniques. And I think I want to put like a bow on this, or I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided, but I'm going to start off with a brown branch. So I'm just going to use a thin line to make my pine branch. I actually made that a little thicker down there at the bottom, and I might even go in a little bit more and make it even a little thicker. I wonder if I have a different brown that I can use. I probably do. But I'll do that after I do the pine needles, because I know I also need to put like buds on the pine needles. So I'm going to take my forest green, and I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to draw little pine needles. And these, I don't know, when you look at a pine tree, it has branches that come off in different directions, but there's usually like a cluster of 2 or 3 needles at once. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. I'm going to make my clusters of 2 or 3 pine needles, and then I'm just going to worry about them being a little different. And I don't want them all to grow the same way. Some of them are going to grow more, you know, in different directions. So like it's going to grow up a little bit. Oh, I didn't really mean for that to close like that, so I'll cross it instead. And they do need to like cross each other a little. And I'm trying to use really thin lines. And I want them to be about the same length, so I'm trying to concentrate when I'm doing these of making them a couple or 3 inches long. Ooh, those are getting too thick. I need to lighten my hand. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing differently, so I'm just going to take a second. There we go. Sometimes you can concentrate too much and you mess up. At least I do. I remember I even used to do that on some tests. My mom would always say, stop overthinking things. I was an overthinker then, and I'm an overthinker now. Ooh, and that looks kind of pretty. If I just look at this, it looks like a pine needle or a tree. I'm going to put some of it green there. Oh, I like it. I like it. So now to make this a little more, I think realistic is a good word, I'm going to use this brown. It's a little different color brown. I'm going to bring this in a little bit wider here at the bottom. And then I'm going to put like little buds. I think that looks pretty. And then, let's see, I was going to do like oh gosh, I have a to-do list over here. Let's see what I got done. Oh, I think I got most of it done. Yay. I bought this paint pen, and I was going to, but I think I'm just going to do a real ribbon. But maybe what I'll do is put some gold around the edges. This is a really fine paint pen. It's a really baby one. I need a scrap piece of paper. Well, I just threw away that. This is thicker, so I'm going to use this. Here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so then I'm going to just go around the edges of this card, I think. I should be writing on something because I just was worried that I wrote on my desk. I didn't, thank goodness. And I don't want to, but why don't I have a cover on here? I don't know. Oh, now I did. Oh, fabulous. So clean up, all right. And then I think I'm just going to put some little dots of sparkle in here. I'm trying to be careful not to touch the paper too harshly to make it a huge big dot. Well, this wouldn't make a huge big dot anyway, but then I'm not even touching the paper. Okay, I think that's pretty. And then I think I'm going to get a piece of ribbon, and I will write the sentiment in this as well. So stand by just a moment. All right, I went over to my stash to get some red ribbon. I thought that's what I wanted, but then I saw this twine, and I really liked this, and I just had to untie a knot. But I think I can make it work for a little bow here. I just put a little rustic bow in this. I think I like that. So then I'm just going to cut off the bottom. Throw these parts away. Get out my glue. trim that little one off just a little bit more. Like that a little better. So I'm just going to glue this down to about right here. Just going to hold that in place for a little minute. And maybe it could use a little bit of red, so I'm going to take, I'm kind of wondering, should I put little baubles on this? Should I make little red? I think I will. Do little red baubles around. I like this case on these watercolors because if you don't have the lid all the way on, it doesn't fit in this case. So you have to make sure you have the lid all the way on for it to fit, which is kind of a good thing. So now let's go ahead and make the inside of the, or the the card. Let's put the card together. I'm going to take a piece of cardstock, and I want this to be 4 by 5 1/4 to fit on the inside of that card base. 4 by 5 1/4. So just trim off the edges. And I think I'm going to take you guys out for this. And I'm going to use my glue gun, or my ATG automatic tape gun here. Put this on the inside of the card. So then I can write my sentiment since it's a dark colored cardstock. I'm also going to take my bone folder and just burnish that edge pretty crisply. And then I will take this. And adhere this to the middle of the cardstock. And then this cutie. I like the way this turned out. Now I know all the cards so far have been watercolor. I don't know if they all will be or not. I'm just not sure. And I don't even think I'm going to put a sentiment on this. I was trying to think of what I could put, but I don't think that every card needs a sentiment. I think that's pretty, and then I can write whatever I need to write on the inside. And I think that is just lovely. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and I hope that this inspires you to try something new. Don't be afraid to learn. Thanks. Bye.